Kinda because you visit me after 7 in the morning. We have things to discuss and impart this inheritance. Your friend, hopefully, Daniel Denkovsky. My findings are true. This disease is genuinely terrifying. My hair stands on end when I think of what lies ahead of us. The issue with your inheritance has been resolved. See me for additional instructions. Take care. Oglimsky. Alright, well, since we're here and just slept in his bed, I don't know why he sent me a note when I was sleeping next to him, but let's talk to Daniel. Hey, mate.
What is there to talk about now?
I don't know, the disease you're threatening me about? Have you come into your father's inheritance yet? What's in it to you? It's likely to contain valuable information. I am, of course, quite skeptical towards those prehistoric practices, but these days anything can be a help, considering the circumstances. Does the inheritance include your father's notes? It might. I am currently studying the records of the first outbreak. If at least a tenth of those accounts are true, then a catastrophe is upon us. Yet Isidore Burak had found a way to overcome the beast. If there are any notes on that left, they may save us all. What is the first outbreak? Stanislav Rubin, he was one of your father's apprentices, by the way, told me that an outbreak of a mysterious disease had already happened once in this town. An outbreak that bore many resemblances to the one that killed Simon Kane. Go on. The disease had spread through one of the poorest districts back then, and was only miraculously contained. It was only raging for 2 or 3 days, but the memories it has left are still soaked with fear so strong that, well, what I'm saying is Isidore's inheritance may very well be of use to us. Vlad Olgimsky seems to be following your endeavors quite closely, and he is one of the 3 most influential people in this town. I am positive that if you ask for his help, the inheritance will find its way into your hands immediately. The word of the 3 rulers is the only law around here. I was on my way to see him anyways. Come back to me after you get it. I'm sure we'll have a very lively conversation then. I have a strong suspicion you're about to stumble upon quite a few mysteries, and that I can shed some light on them. Will you come? I will. So there was an outbreak here before. One that strikes, well, appears quite similar to the sand pest, as it will be dubbed later. And furthermore, apparently Isidore had helped curb the infection. Should get into that inheritance as soon as possible. First, I must talk to all the children in the town. You're kidding me. I would have had enough if I didn't buy that shotgun shell. Not happy about that. Really not happy about that. And if I didn't sell the gold rings, I would have... Oh. Yeah, I'm coming to the conviction that this game knows when I can't afford them. I've passed up 3 powders now. That is not a good sign. But I will not let it discourage me. Let us continue and forget that happened. Yeah, down from here. Or right from here. Oh, so this is where I've seen it before. This blurry sprite on this wall. Just look awfully close to the symbols at the cemetery. I didn't actually notice this before. Mostly because they blend into walls and everything. It's hard to get a good look. What are these barrels? Never actually took a good look, but this makes sense for the most part. What's this big black metal barrel looking thing? If anybody that knows architecture very well knows what that is, I'd be happy to hear. A worm.
Someone will have to be punished for this sin.
I've got good news and bad news for you, Master Burak. Predominantly bad. The good one is there. Let's start with the good news. You may come into your inheritance. No one will dare get in your way. There's no proof of your wrongdoing. You may take the keys from Alexander Sabirov. You can't imagine how they got into his hands. But never mind. That's the good news. What of the bad news? The bad news. I've spoken to Sabirov about your case, and he is, to say the least, furious. It seems that he's set on destroying you by any means possible, disregarding my protection and my personal warranty of good faith. What have I done to make him so angry? It's not him, I think, but rather his wife. Katerina is a mistress, a woman of a mystical gift. Her opinion is well respected, no matter what kind of person she is. And she has had a vision of you bring some horrific bloodshed past. This is the price of your ascension to glory, according to her. Is that so? I had no plans for mass bloodshed. I believe you. I do. But can it really be helped? Alexander trusts his wife more than he'd ever trust me. Sabirov's duty is to maintain order, and such a discovery about your mission couldn't make them happy. Seems that Alexander has taken it upon himself to stop you from fulfilling this prophecy. Is your name enough to hold him back? Yes, for a while. With the news of Simon Kane's death, the rumors of some epidemic, they're stirring our small town. The people are scared. Alexander is demanding emergency powers. If he gets what he's asking for, he won't be able to help you like I do now. The lump will not protect you then. So what do we do? We hope for the best. I have arranged for a hideout to be prepared just in case. We'll be able to lay low and continue your work there even if Sabirov does get the power and orders me to turn you in. The place isn't exactly comfortable, but it's reliable. It will become your home. What kind of place? Commission my son to take care of it. He'll fill you in on the details and hopefully will even guide you there. He's living in some abandoned wreck by the station at the moment. You'll find him there if you haven't already. That will not be too hard. And now for the main course, the bachelor. He's in charge of everything around here at the moment. The circumstances demand so. I don't trust him. He's digging some dirt on us, I'm afraid. He's smart, though. Very smart. The big city rotter. You'd better get on his good side. He'll keep digging and he will be successful. It may give you some clues. I'll make sure he doesn't hurt anything or anyone. Come by to see him. Don't put it off. Thank you, Busvalad. Not at all. I've done so little for you. The times we live in, the mad and cruel times, they will come into your father's inheritance. Talk to Alexander, and his wife even. Use the short break and the immunity that you have, while you have them. I will. This is the home of Mistress Katerina. She had a true vision about me recently. Still remember the previous mistresses. Katerina was barely 20 then. The keys to my property are held by a man who is in charge of law enforcement, and whose duty commands him to get rid of me. Who will? Thank you, Vlad. Unfortunately, as we remember, Alexander does get emergency powers, thanks to the Bachelor. That's just something we'll have to deal with. I didn't mention it earlier, but this song, mixed with this incredibly slow walk speed, is just so miserably fitting. Like I said, it feels like I'm dragging myself through a little, like, sprawling, like, desert village. Dehydrated and just trying. That kind of fits here. Crushed for time and walking uncomfortably slow. Also, can you fix my blade, sir? Thank you. Let us speak to Alexander first, then we'll go and meet Katerina. Oh, hey, it's some, not white whip, Swevery.
It's untimely. Why now, when I have to resign myself to waiting for the deal to come through?
Who let you in here? Who could stop me from entering?
What has this town turned into? Truly a country of contradictions.
Alexander, it's always been like that. But anyways, so you had the courage to come to me. That you'd send someone. Do you think I'm not aware of what you have done, and what you will do? What I will do? That's interesting. Don't play innocent, Barak. You were born here. You were raised here. Sometimes it even seems to me that I remember you. You must have seen the long strife of the two mistresses, Victoria and Nina. You know how mistresses can see the future. So what do the late mistresses say I will do? A living mistress does. Katerina Sabirova, my wife. She knows you will bring us much sorrow in the coming days. You'd be in jail already if not for Oglimsky's protection. Since when are clairvoyance words ground for imprisonment? I'd put you in jail at my own risk, willingly. This isn't the capital. Your civil rights mean nothing here. Here, the scope of your rights is determined by the will of the rulers. Got that already. I know you are a killer. One of the worst killers anyone in this town has ever seen, in fact. You are charged with premeditated murder of at least 4 people. The death of Simon Kane and your father are being looked into. You have no proof. But I will, damn it. If it weren't for Simon's death, sudden threat of an epidemic, if only they would let me off the leash. Perhaps tonight I will finally get rid of it, though. Your patron, Olgimsky, won't be able to veto my decisions then. I'll have to make use of what little time I have left then. You kill a single living soul, and you're a dead man. Dead on the spot, you hear me? I will even distribute weapons to the townsfolk so they can shoot you. I'll make you an outlaw so that anyone can put you down like a rabid dog. I see a rabid dog right before me. A shame. I'm bound to my... bleh. A shame I'm bound by my word, or you'd be dealt with right here. come to take possession of my father's inheritance. It is only out of respect for the bachelor. He is for some reason absolutely sure of your innocence. That's understandable. He's an outsider and all, but it's only out of respect for him that I will hand you the inheritance. I'll be watching every step you make, however. Don't even think about absconding. I never intended to. Take possession of your inheritance. The affair of the deceased were conducted by one Aspity. She lives nearby. Her den is in the crude sprawl. You'll have to make do without a guide and find the way to her house on your own. And don't you dare leave the town. Your culpability is all but proven. It's almost over. We'll see. That Sabrov didn't seem very friendly. Why did he tell me about the mysterious Will Exeter? Strange and suspicious. Well, anyways. Urok's key. Yep. Goodbye, Swevery. It was nice knowing you. And what does Katarina have to say about us? Somehow, I can imagine it's not welcoming either. Chalice.
Matchmakers are coming, trying to woo me. Don't you think you're in the clear?
So, it was you my vision spoke of. The man that will make a great sacrifice and spill rivers of blood. It is all clear to me now. Could you be more precise?
My stomach hurts as if I was filled with straw.
Oh, the torment. Where's that idiot girl? Where's the morphine? Is there no one to send for it? And you, why are you here? Don't come any closer. Are you afraid of me? There was a prophecy. Oh, my temples. You're bound to drown our town in blood. The wording is precise. You will make a sacrifice. There will be rivers of blood, and that will be your doing. You will bring back to the earth all the blood that had been taken from it the past 10 years. Go away. Why would I make a bloody sacrifice? To ascend and take your due place. You'll be forced to make the sacrifice in order to fulfill your purpose. Empty and pompous words. Oh God, why is this happening? I need a shot. Get away. Go away. I want to give myself a morphine injection. I'm leaving. Oh yeah, Katarina's real fucked up on her addiction. Couldn't even tell the whole prophecy without falling to shakes. I would say I feel bad for her, but she's causing me a lot of trouble already. Bottle. Behold, the only character model with differences. Or well, different variations. Is there perhaps some fire between the houses? Sure there is somewhere, but it's not gonna be scattered around like Easter eggs, that's for sure. Although, to be honest, the Earth District is probably the best of the districts to find Twire in, given its overgrown state.
Changeling has forced the Olgimskis to stop the requisition. The wretched creature is strong.
So this is what you look like, Haruspex, oi nun, heir de Warden Borak, a Menku. Yes, I am the eldest of my kin now.
We frequently do good to enable us with impunity to do evil.
I managed to preserve your inheritance, if only by a miracle. You can take it all now. By a miracle? Why? It was almost taken away from me, the orders of those who were in power. I still managed to snatch some papers I missed. You would have received an empty box. A pocket full of debts, of course. Today the box is heavy. There, behind your back. Did you get the key? What are they looking for? I think they wanted to check his notes, to sleuth the killer out. Do you believe that your father was also killed by the disease? They say he had a strange wound in his chest. So you know already. He did. The general consensus is that the wound was left by a Shabnakadig's claw. That's how the hunt after the man-eater started. Been told already, haven't you? A bad idea. What's a Shabnakadig? Demonic creature made of clay, bones, and blood. Looks like a person stuffed with bones. The step belches it out from its depths when the earth needs a weapon to fulfill the original design. And who are you? I am an evil spirit. That's my origin. My name is Aspity. I am quite harmless compared to a Shabnak. I wreak anxiety and fear, bringing the strangling feeling of the times changing. But you make my heart go around. Are you joking? Sometimes. Can I trust you? I'm not sure yet. What I am sure of, though, is that Fat Vlad is not to be trusted. Unlike his daughter, she will achieve greatness, even though she was born of a foul root. Her mother was wonderful. Hope she takes after the mother. But Vlad is a swine. I understand what you're saying. $4,000 a brand.
Yes.
Black Twire, Bloody Twire, Brown Twire, Swevry, a recipe. Oh boy, gonna have to make some compromises. Recipe.
He who distrusts himself is better off silent.
Ma'am, that sounded really bad in my ear, but thank you. This recipe and the rest of the herbs I can't take along with me.
Perhaps turning inside out will help.
Can you say less creepy things, woman?
Perhaps turning inside out will help.
It makes you happy? Yes and no. See the cruel hand of fate unless your father died the next moment. Enter you. Old Burak was the person we pinned our hopes on. The hopes and expectations he never would have lived up to. But you can. The earth has expressed its will. The kin has said its word. Tell me more about the kin. The kin are your people, the children of Buddo, the steppe people that work here day and night. It is from their flesh and blood, as well as from the bones and skins of the bulls, that the town is being built. For several generations now, houses grow from their bones and the trees are fed with their sweat. How many of them are there? 1,800 of them are currently working at the abattoir. 1,100 more are Odungs who herd bulls in the steppe. 2,400 cattle handle carcasses for Fat Vlad at the works. Many more have assimilated with the regular townsfolk, the people that arrived here after the fire. The fire that the termitary was built after. Exactly. The termitary that is now locked, boarded up from the outside. Stores and windows are guarded by Olgimski's armed henchmen. That won't last for too long now that you've come. What does it have to do with me? I am superstitious. I can't listen to the earth like bribes do, but I can listen to the kin. I know how they feel. Look up to your father, and now they'll look up to you. That is, if I manage to survive to learn of your existence at all, of course. Why did they love my father so much? He was an Oinon, a wise man, could tell justice from injustice instinctively, could feel the lines nobody even knew about. Some of them aren't even described in the Tale of the Daughters. Lines? You've forgotten everything, but that's fine. The thing you don't remember will come to you naturally, and if they don't, well, that's how it's supposed to be. You Buraks aren't the center of the world. That's for sure. Next up, let's see if Vlad the Younger. See about this safe place. Certainly could use a place to put away some herbs and, corpsey bits. Though it's a lot to sink in what we have heard from Espedy. So, of the two races we know of, at least the two workers of the termitary abattoir, the kin, we can include worms, herb brides, and perhaps even... what are they called again? Are they just called butchers? It's the tall Eurasian looking men that inhabit the termitary. I forget, but they're all apparently members of a group of some sort called the Kin. Not only that, but I'm going to be important to them somehow. We don't like putting away so many things, but we don't have much of a choice. We've received a note. I'll check that once we reach Vlad the Younger's. Oh, I was actually reaching over to let the cat out of the door. I didn't realize I was walking into something. Whoops. Yeah, the little noises of my chair and whatever else you might have heard was just because my cat was playing with cords and stuff. Since this is live as I play the game, I gotta deal with that as it happens. glad. If you'd stop doing an animation so I can talk.
Prices are rising with every hour. We'll see how the story ends.
Master Burak, we have prepared a shelter for you. Nice to hear that. You mustn't think that we're shutting the door on you, though. We'll always be happy to accommodate you at our place. My sister and I have persuaded our father that the lump should become your fortress. But your enemies are powerful. Invisibility will protect you from them. What kind of shelter is it? It's your father's secret laboratory. The place is modest, but well hidden from prying eyes. I'm not sure what exactly you're planning to do there, but if at least 1/10 of Katarina's prophecies come true, then you'll need a secluded hideout. No problem. If I ever feel that I'm missing company, I'll find some. Moreover, I have spoken to Bachelor Denkovsky. He has taken a lot of interest in your affairs lately. He seems to care about you personally. Drop me a hint that you may need your father's potion brewing apparatus. It is there. Is it the same device that my father used? Yes. You may remember the extraordinary properties of the herb called twire. Can you smell the spiciness in the air? It's twire. Twire is extremely rare, but using said device, a skilled person could... well, you'll get the hang of it soon enough. So that means people do know about this place, doesn't it? I cannot say for sure if Isidore used to bring his apprentices and strangers over there, of course. But knowing his character, I would assume that he did not. I don't think so. I myself found out about it by pure coincidence. It's really well hidden. Fine. Please show me where it is. This is my father's hidden laboratory. The old Gimskis chose this place to be my hideout. It also serves my home for the time being. We'll certainly get to that, but it's only logical that we check out the Bachelor real quick. No, I guess that isn't an item. That stock was so stark to me that I was certain that I could pick that up. Again, tire picking's janky and confusing.
The wretched wound has opened.
The fuck does that mean, Daniel? So, did you find any notes inside? I did. May I have a look? No need, I can tell you what they are. These are Twire infusions recipes. Seems like Father didn't actually treat the sick with them, but rather used them as drug components. So? Curious. So Isidore Burak believed in some sort of natural agents. He abstracted the working components from them somehow, I guess? Or even used those agents to obtain serum from blood. Damned if I know. So do you have a plan? I thought there would be more... Never mind. Try to figure out how those formulas work. They may be of some use to us. I do believe that you and I will produce better results if we turn this into a collaborative project. Next, I've heard that you're being supported by the old Gimskis. Is that correct? Yes, that's true. The father is obviously too busy right now, but the son seems to be a reasonable young man. Ask him if there's any equipment in the town that could be used to make these mixtures. He's likely to know where we can get a distiller of some sort. I have already seen him. He does indeed know where we can get one. Cool. I assume from there, we have to make some kind of brew from the instructions, and then take it back to Daniel. But knowing my luck, we're gonna have to go back to tire picking to get that to work. Now mind you, while we're working on our own personal project over here, the town is in panic. This is day 2 after all. There are 2 confirmed plagued houses. The prices have shot up because everybody is panic buying. Fortunately, there is no toilet paper in this game, so it's not too realistic for us. It's not encroaching on us. But, it's funny how in Daniel's, playthrough, this is a day where you're trying to figure out a lot about the plague, running back and forth through the town, feeling that kind of panic from the people. And here, it's just us dealing with ourselves. We're securing ourselves, our future, so we can get on to something. Definitely know we're coming into our father's legacy, but how's that going to help with the plague that we know is coming? Only way to know is to start messing with those infusions, I suppose. Hunger's creeping up, so let's eat this thing. Takes a big dent out of our hunger, which is good. However, from here, we quite literally only have peanuts left. Peanuts aren't exactly, good, food. So this is our place. Oh, hey there, Vlad the Younger. One moment, though. This is our storage device. Ah, finally. Get out of my inventory, hearts. Tire. Kidneys. Blood. Recipes. I think I need to keep this on me. There we go. Now things are looking nice. But
I wonder who else she has an eye to.
place is yours. Make yourself at home. Is this where my father used to work? Yes, I personally have only been here once. There was nothing here then. Nothing but tables, instruments, and tools. It seems that Isidore used to spend a lot of time here. Stayed overnight even. If it was him, that is. It could have been no one else. I hope so.
There's this thing that needs to be done.
What is this bulky device? This is, in fact, the still. I think the apparatus had a different purpose originally, but your father is fitted it into this. This is where herbs are turned into essences. This doesn't really look like lab equipment. He used to say that Twire doesn't discriminate. Rather peculiar thing to say, actually. I would have said quite the contrary. I think you'll get the hang of it. How to mix sap with spirits, how to extract oil, how to take care of this monster. Should all be written in his diaries. Sure.
Prices are rising with every hour. We'll see how the story ends.
What is that thing on the table? I'm not sure, but I think Isidore used to work with organic materials. Animal tissues, for example. We extract the required substances from them. How do I use it? I don't know exactly. Ruben told me that you put an infected organ into one of the parts and then pour one of the precious Twirin brews into the other. As a result, you get something he called a gruel. Ugh. There was other equipment here too. A microscope, for example. Where are they now? Perhaps his apprentice took them elsewhere. I have no idea. Thank you. So... Ruben's threat. The Ogimskis are covering for you. They need you, for some reason, so they would never tell me where you are hiding. But I need neither formulas nor money. You are not going to escape, Ruben. Thanks, mate. Alright, let's try making one of these essences. Black Twire, 1 stem of black, 1 stem of brown. Alright. %, at a loss of 9% health.
We promise according to our... Who lives without...
Guess that's it. Well, we made one. Let us make another as practice. Get to know these. 2 stems of black twire, 1 stem of brown twire. Alright. Two black, 1 brown. That's a 32, -2. Is that what it said? 32, -2? Huh. Anyways, let's take it to the Bachelor then.